Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Sarai and today we'll be creating another makeup look using mostly affordable drugstore products featuring, even though this is not drugstore, but it is an affordable eyeshadow palette from SheGlam, and this is Joa Beauty Chasing the Sun. So without further ado, I am gonna go ahead and get started right away. So the first product that I'm going to use to moisturize my face is this e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. I am going to let this sit for a couple of minutes and then I'm gonna go ahead and apply a primer. So I went ahead and primed my lids with this Touch in Sol No Pore Blem primer, and I also did my brows using the Essence Make Me Eyebrow Gel Mascara. I want my brows to have a very natural look, so that's the reason why I went with that eyebrow product. Now I am gonna go ahead and prime my lids with this Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. So for the eyeshadow, I'm gonna use this palette. Look at how beautiful it is. The shades are absolutely beautiful. So this is the SheGlam Rhapsody palette. I think it was like $6, $6.99 if anything. But because it doesn't have a transition shade that I want to use, I'm gonna go in with this palette from Joa Beauty Chasing the Sun. And the first color that I'm gonna use is this one right there. And that is called Solstice, if I am reading it correctly. So I'm gonna go ahead and apply that shade all over my lid. I don't know, but I always like to start off with that color or a color that's similar, like, you know, peachy, kind of brown, light brown colors. Now I'm gonna go in with the Rhapsody palette, and I am going to start off with this shade, which is Lily, and just apply it on the outer corner of my eye. It's probably not going to show much because of the color that I already applied, but you know, now in retrospect, I realized that I should have used this color to begin with because it is appropriate for the pink or purple lilac eyeshadow look that I am planning to create with this. Now I am gonna go with Mandala. It is such a pretty color. Ooh, and look at that. It is definitely pigmented. Definitely should have started off with this color first. Ooh, it's so pretty though. Wow. Oh yeah, it is definitely pigmented. I think I've only used this palette maybe like 2 times, and the first time that I used, or maybe just once, I'm not even sure, but the first time that I used it, I wasn't really too impressed with it. I thought that it didn't have enough pigmentation, but at the same time too, I wasn't using an eyeshadow primer, and now I realize that that was my bad, and I know that's messy. I need to clean up that area. You know, the only thing that I don't like about this palette is that it doesn't have a mirror. So I went ahead and on this eye, I first went with this shade called Unicorn and applied it in the middle area. And wow, okay, so I actually did it with my finger, and it shows because the brush is really not picking up much product, but that's fine. The other thing that I can do is I can spray the brush, see if it makes a difference, and then with the other side of the brush, I am gonna go ahead and pretty much just mix this too. This is Tangerine and Lavender. These shades are so pretty. Wow. So to be 100% transparent with you guys, these glittery shades all apply much better with your finger, because that's what I ended up doing with this eye. I applied directly with my fingertip. Sorry. And then with this eye, I was doing it on camera with my brush, but it didn't really pop as much as this one, so I went ahead and applied it with my finger, and it made a huge difference. So because I am curious though, I am still going to just spray the brush and apply it. And also I bought this brush cleaner from Shein. So if you guys, the only thing that I don't like though is that as I'm doing this, it just goes around. So that is just something that to keep in mind. But other than that, it has come very, very handy. So I'm going ahead and applying that first shade, the unicorn, and I am going to spray my brush so that we can see. Okay, okay. Now, do you see that? Now I have a problem when I close my lids. They start shaking. It's like they go in panic mode. Don't know why. But so I am gonna do that with the other eye as well. No, I don't like spraying my brushes because I feel that as I go back and dip into the eyeshadow palette, that it messes up my eyeshadows, you know, and I don't want to do that. So there you go. I think I'm going to do that with the pink as well, because I just wanted to give me a little bit more pop. So I'm going to go back with the tangerine, which is this beautiful, beautiful pink in the middle. It is so pretty in person. If you don't have this palette, if you don't have this palette, I definitely recommend that you get it. Wow, wow, you see that? You see that? I feel like just, it is a beautiful, beautiful pink. You guys need to get it. This is my first SheGlam palette, but I do have others that I want to try out as well. Some colorful ones. Okay, so I think that now I'm feeling a lot better about the eyeshadow. Even though I still don't want to just leave it like that, I'm gonna go in and I'm gonna go in and just do a little bit more blending, and I'm gonna go back with Mandala, that shade, and just like apply it on the top. I think it would have a little too darker than I thought it was going to be, but too late now, huh? Okay, so for foundation, I'm gonna go ahead and go with this Wet n Wild Tinted Hydrator. You just want a natural look, this is perfect. I'm going ahead and applying it with this Japanese brush. It is the number 962. I actually found it at TJ Maxx. I think it was either $5.99 or $6.99. Now for bronzer, I'm gonna go ahead and use this SheGlam. You can't really see the name because it's dark, but it is SheGlam and it is in shade 102 Mocha. Honestly, I am using this because, you know, it's affordable. However, it is not the easiest to blend. It really isn't. I'm gonna show you guys. And maybe I'm applying a little bit too much. I brought that down a little bit. It actually, the one thing that I do like is that, or some of you may appreciate, is that it has a blending brush on the other end. So before I continue with the blush, I'm gonna go ahead and use this NYX HD Photogenic Concealer. It is light, so I am just going to apply a little bit because you guys will definitely notice the difference in my skin tone. I first start off with this brush and then I go ahead and finish blending it out with a beauty sponge. Now to set my under eye area, I'm gonna go in with this Air Spun, and I am in the shade 03 Suntan. I am gonna apply it with this applicator instead of the one that comes in the package, and I am just going to, on my wrist, just blend it out and then apply it in pressing motion, with pressing motion. I am just going to grab a little bit more, as it seems like to me that it's not enough. And I do not necessarily apply it all over my face. I just apply it like pretty much on my T-zone and my under eye area. And actually, I don't think I need any more, so I'm just going to leave it like that. I'm gonna go in with the Milani Silky Matte Bronzer in shade 03 Suntan, and I am just going to apply a little bit more in those areas that, even though I already applied the SheGlam, I think that it just needs a little bit more. Especially this area right here. I'm not, oh my goodness, and I'm just making my hair a little crazier. Now for blush, I'm gonna go in with this cream blush from Wander Beauty, and this is in the shade Sweet Talker. Now the thing that I like about this is that it also has on the bottom a lip moisturizer, so which is what I'm using right now. It is my first time using it, so I am going to dip it in with this brush. This is from Crown Cosmetics. Now I am a little bit scared of how it will go on my face, so I am just pretty much blending it out on the back of my hand just to make sure. A lot of times, you know, like you see people applying it directly on their lid, and that's fine if you, especially if you know how pigmented a product is, but because I don't know how pigmented it is, I would rather apply it on the back of my hand first and then go in. Oh wow, it is like a, it's a pretty peachy tone. Okay, actually, let me use the mirror that comes with it. Why am I not doing that? What is wrong with you, lady? I think I applied a little bit more than I would have liked. It looks really beautiful, actually. And it has a lot of pigmentation. Wow. I did want to get the other shade. I forgot what it's called, but it's more of a pinky color. It looks very nice. See that? It's beautiful. Okay, that's cute. I'm gonna be honest, I am not a fan of how light my under eye area looks. So I definitely need to get a different concealer ASAP because I'm not digging this. But I am definitely digging the rest of the products. That eyeshadow palette though, look at that. It is so beautiful. And now this blush, it is amazing. It gives that beautiful glow as well. Going back to my eyes, and I'm gonna go with the Mandala and just apply it on my lower lid so that it has some color. Highlight, I'm gonna go in with this glow palette from Kinder Beauty. It is called Kinder Glow palette. And this is what she looks like. I actually got this on my BoxyCharm for the month of April, if I remember correctly. So I am gonna go today, I'm gonna mix this two shades up here. Gonna tap it and just, I don't wanna actually swipe too much because I am afraid that, you know, the blush, because it is a cream product, wondering if it's just going to remove it, but you can see how, you can see the blush, I mean the highlight in action. You see that, right? I love it. Now for my nose, I am gonna go instead with this shade. I always like putting highlight on my nose. Look at that. Wow, actually, let me put some of that. Yeah, you see that? Such a beautiful palette. I had never heard of this brand before, but I heard of them through BoxyCharm, and I absolutely like it. Love it, I was gonna say. I'm gonna put a little bit in the brush on the bridge. And for my inner corner, I am gonna go in with that shade and just, I don't think I really need too much since I already had eyeshadow. Yeah, you don't see it as much only because I already had existing shadow there. But if I didn't, you guys would be able to see how beautifully pigmented this highlight palette is. You see? Wow. Let me get a little closer. For eyeliner, because I always love to wear eyeliner, I am gonna go in with this Lottie London AM 2 PM eyeliner, and it is in the shade Black. So now I am going to line my lips. I know I said mostly drugstore products, but this is from Dominic Cosmetics, and it is the lip liner in the shade Crush. Yeah, it is the shade Crush. I also got this in my BoxyCharm. Now this one is very creamy. I don't know if it's because of the lip balm that I already have on from Wonder Beauty, but it's just sliding on so nicely. For lip gloss, I'm gonna go in with this Joa Beauty, and it is in the shade Glazed B. Now, on my previous video, I mentioned how these glosses are amazing, and I'm gonna say it again. These glosses are amazing. They're non-sticky at all. They have no scent. They're just good. Oh, and if I remember correctly, I think they might be $4. I can't remember. So, but it is a great lip gloss. Oh, and I purchased it just in case anybody thinks that it was sent to me by the brand. It wasn't. Now I'm gonna go in and apply this Volume Booster Lash Primer by the brand Essence. I do love Essence products, so especially their mascaras. For mascara, I'm gonna go ahead and use this Joa Beauty Lash Uprising. And I'm just going to allow that to dry for a little bit. Now, Joa Beauty recently came out with a new lash primer as well, but by the time that they came out with it, I had already placed the order, and I think that was like 2 weeks ago. You know how makeup, ooh, do you see that though? You know, I didn't used to use lash primer in the past, but I am now convinced that it is a must. Absolutely makes a huge difference. Look at that. You couldn't see my lashes before. You couldn't see my lashes. Also, if you have TikTok, check out my account, because I have been testing out different mascaras and just, you know, leaving my 2 cents in there. So far, all of them have been amazing so far. There's only one that I know that I'll be testing out, and because I already used it, I don't think that my opinion on it is going to change. But of course, you know, you never know. I don't know if that's happened to you before, that you are ready to leave a review for a product, you have tested it out a couple of times and don't like it at all. So you're like, oh, okay, well, I'm just going to leave an honest review and say that my thoughts, you know, I don't like it. It doesn't really do anything for me. And then when you try it one more time, bam, it surprises you. It works differently. I hate when that happens, because that actually happened with another mascara. I had already written down my review. I had said that it didn't really do much for my lashes, that it was for someone that's looking for very, very natural lashes and this and that. But you know, I hate leaving negative reviews for companies, but it's good to be honest. Anyway, I was like, you know what? Let me try it one more time. And when I did that, oh, the mascara was different. She changed overnight. Now she was, you know, like giving me beautiful lashes. But look at this mascara though, and this primer together. Wow, I am impressed for sure. So I think the only thing that's left for me to do at this point is setting spray. So to set my makeup, I am gonna go in with this e.l.f. Cosmetics Dewy Setting Mist. And I believe this is actually the Coconut Dewy Setting Mist. So, Now I was going to do that, but then I remember that I got this little fan from Amazon thanks to my friend's idea. So this is perfect if you ladies, you know, need a handheld fan. This is perfect. And I think it was less than $15. Oh, and it also has like three speeds. Huh. This is, ooh, oh wow. It dried up really fast. It's done. All right, guys, so this is the finished look. If you like this video, please make sure that you give it a thumbs up and you also subscribe to my channel. I will be posting a video every single week for now. Maybe in the future, I will increase it, as you know, it requires a lot of time to create and post these videos. But thank you so much for being here with me and spending this time. And I hope to see you on the next video. Take care and have a great day.